So you want to become successful, have a business, have a company, manage employees, whatever it is that you want to do, whether it's leveling up in your fitness, spiritual, entrepreneurial, financial journey, whatever it is, you want to read books, but you simply don't have the time. So let me save you the hours of behind the book reading. And let me tell you guys the top 3 books that are actually going to help you become successful, work towards that next level in your self-improvement, fitness journey, entrepreneurial journey, whatever it is. Let me show you guys these 3 books. Now, I read over 50 books in 2023, and I'm still reading a little bit in 2024, but that was the bulk of when I read in 2023, 2022-ish. And so I've actually spent hours doing this. So I can tell you guys the top 3 books that you're going to need for your business, entrepreneurial, fitness journey, whatever it is, spiritual journey. Doesn't really matter, leveling up. I'm going to cover all these different topics and give you guys 3 actionable books that are really going to help you guys out. So firstly is one of the most important mindset books that I have, and it's called The 4 Agreements. Now, this thing is a freaking game changer. Now, The 4 Agreements is extremely special because it talks about the 4 things that you have to follow in order to live your life to the fullest. I would say the book that comes in second place to The 4 Agreements is Untethered Soul by Michael Singer. You guys can go check out Untethered Soul as well. It kind of looks like this book right here, Living Untethered. It's really short. These are really short, really small books, as you can tell. And the 4 Agreements is super, super, super amazing. The first agreement is be impeccable with your word. The second agreement is don't take anything personally. The third agreement is don't make assumptions. And the fourth agreement is always do your best. So if you follow all of these different rules, whether it's not taking anything personally when something negative happens and taking it as a learning obstacle or a learning curve, or being impeccable with your word when you say something, actually delivering on it, and not making assumptions about people, not making assumptions about specific things, and just kind of going through life and emotions. This book taught me to become more present in my conversations, become more present in my business, become more present when I'm speaking to people, because me, myself, I feel very overwhelmed sometimes when I'm trying to talk to somebody and I have 1,001 different things on my mind. And unfortunately, everybody's human. Everybody has other things on their mind. I'm no different. But this book really allowed me to remain present and sort of just focus on what's happening right now, and to not worry about the past and not be anxious about the future, because all in all, everything's going to be fine. So this really, really, really shifted my focus to be like focusing on the conversations. Then you have a great feeling as you move throughout your day. And I've noticed a great feeling whenever I'm just focused on what's happening right now, and I'm not really paying attention to what's going to happen in the future or trying to predict anything or trying to dwell on the past. I just feel really good when I'm certain in the present. So this book is really going to help you stay grounded. Book number 2 is more of a business-oriented book. Now, this book, I would honestly say it trumps over $100 million offers and $100 million leads over Alex Hormozi's books, just simply because I think those books are very oversaturated. Everybody quotes those. Everybody is trying to come up with the next $100 million offer, and unfortunately, there isn't one. It's just who can slap as much guarantees on a sheet of paper as possible. The next book I have for you guys is Your Next 5 Moves. Now, this isn't exactly just a business book. This is a book about lifestyle, why planning ahead is extremely crucial. And Patrick Bet-David, for those of you guys that don't know him, he is the CEO of Value Entertainment. He's a multimillionaire, has an investment. I think it's a insurance company he runs, but he is an absolute G. And he talks about how grandmasters in chess can think 12 to 15 moves ahead, whereas normal rookie players can only think like a few steps ahead, and how important it is to actually map out your next 5 moves. Like I said, this applies to any of your journey. If you guys want to level up, I've already made videos about how to actually sit still and read these books. But Your Next 5 Moves really gave me clarity on what needs to happen next with my business, what I have to do every single day to get to the next point, and essentially what's going to happen after step 2 or step 3. That way you have that longer term vision. I always have a long-term vision. That's just kind of who I am. It's pretty much been since I was young, and I've had it's been very negative and very positive. For me, this book helped obviously in a positive light, but unfortunately, I think a lot of the way that entrepreneurs think, a lot of the ways business owners think is not healthy. I constantly feel like I'm behind. I constantly feel like I have to be doing something. I constantly feel like I'm always antsy. My friends pick up on it. Other people pick up on it. And that's the downside to trying to not only run a business, but to always chase the next goal, because like, as I said, you're always trying to chase, and it's always like you're never content. And so when you mix the 4 agreements, which is remaining present in what you're doing every single day, calming your mind, focusing on what the actions are doing, focusing on your present self and not worrying about the future, or not being disturbed by the past, you mix it with a solid strategy, Patrick Bet-David, your next 5 moves, it's a killer combo. And that's why I mentioned them both, because all in all, if you have the mindset right, and if you can just focus on what to do every single day and not be anxious about things happening in the future and dwelling on the past, you will be in a very special and specific spot. And then if you have a solid strategy for your business, you're going to be an absolute machine. So the next book that leads me into is Ninja Selling. Actually, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to do You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. So this book I picked it up a while ago. Actually, it was about over a year ago. And what I love about this book is about how Jen, you can see it right over here, she really talks about the attraction field and the hidden laws that aren't really implicit. So what I mean by this is that she talks about why your energy is crucial. Everybody has an energy, everybody has a vibration to themselves, and you can tell when you're around that person. Have you ever been around people that seem to bring you down? Been around people that either talk crap, they simply just carry themselves in a lower manner, or they're just constantly negative? Well, this book goes over why different energies and different vibrations occur, and it's through our own thought pattern and then how we can project out on other people. So in other words, if we're feeling negative about ourselves, if we have a poor self-image, if we have a poor body image, we tend to project that onto other people. So that could look like, if you're with a friend, make jokes about other people's body images, because deep down you're insecure about your own image. Or maybe something like making fun of other people who are more successful than you, even though you secretly feel envious or you secretly feel jealous because they're doing better than you, and you know it, and you know you can do better, but you're not. And so the only outlet that you have is to make fun of them. So this book really opened up my eyes about what we do subconsciously and how crucial our thought processes are into shaping our reality. And it wasn't until I actually read this book until I realized that I had to change my identity. I had to kind of go from this person that had a lot of limiting beliefs around, not really money, but limiting beliefs around who I was, and just sort of, take in the best parts of me and understand that self-sabotage is a real thing, especially if you're in a relationship or you're in business. Something doesn't go the right way, something goes negative, something goes south, and then you immediately just scratch everything. You're just like, this is terrible, this is never going to work, and you start to self-sabotage. So this book helped me work through a lot of that, and part of the reason why I'm able to be on here every single day on YouTube and not be scared of the comments, not be scared of messing up or saying anything stupid on the camera, is because I'm confident in myself and I've stopped self-sabotaging, because I know that eventually, but nobody's opinion really matters to me that much. And if they're going to be negative about it, then it really doesn't matter. So with that being said, that's kind of where I'm at. So the 4 Agreements mindset book, mixed with You Are a Badass, mixed with your next 5 moves, is literally going to, honestly, I would go as far to say, to fix your entire life. These 3 books can literally just make you successful. They can pivot your entire life. They can change your entire life if you simply just focus on the inner work. Because I promise you, the outer work, that the outer jobs that you guys are seeing that are happening, whether other people are making money or other people are more successful than you, other people are more consistent than you, other people are doing more than you, whatever you want to classify that as, it's simply because they've overcame more beliefs internally, worked on themselves more, and then their outer reality started to reflect that. And it wasn't until I started reading books, it wasn't until I really started lowering my ego, it wasn't until I really started understanding that I don't know everything and that I still have to come from a place of learning, I still have to come from a place of being humble. And wasn't until I started doing that, then it allowed my business to grow. Then it allowed great things to happen. This YouTube channel is a great thing. Everybody's support on this channel is a great thing. And so I had to work on myself first, kind of humble myself a little bit. I still have issues with some of that. But as of right now, I had to lower that a little bit and understand that everybody's journey is different. Everybody has different paths, and that if you want to cut the chase of reading all of these different books, spending hours behind a book, pick up these 3 books, Your Next 5 Moves, You Are a Badass, and the 4 Agreements. And I promise you, it will not let you fix your mindset, but it will literally help you grow a business if you simply change the beliefs in your head first. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.